to Mommy Academy.
Elisabeth and Tankie, thanks for watching.
We're so excited that you're here with us today. Today we're going to be talking about something that everyone needs to figure out in their life, and that is the problems and the solutions. We've been talking about that a lot with you, haven't we? So today we had a problem. Tankie was hungry. What's the solution to being hungry?
Eating food.
And when you have a problem of being tired, what's the solution?
To sleep.
That's right. And Tankie got his hero hair growing out, but it was getting in his face. So what was the solution?
To put on the top.
That's right. You got a little man bun. Now we're going to talk about one of Tankie's favorite topics. And this is a solution to a problem that a lot of people had a long time ago. And we are still using the solution to solve the problem today. Here was the problem. There were a lot of people who wanted to go from one place to another quickly and safely. There were a lot of things like wood and stone that needed to get from one place to another quickly and safely. What did they need to do?
Ride a train.
That's
Choo-choo!
right.
Choo-choo!
They needed to make a train. And that's exactly how the train was invented. The train was invented as a solution to a problem of taking people, of taking things, and a lot of it from one place to another quickly and safely. Now we're going to look at two great books today, and the first one is called My Big Train Book, and this is by Robert Pretty, and this looks at some different kinds of trains that solve different kinds of problems. So let's go ahead and take a look. Wow, look at all of these. That is a Hong Kong tram. Is this for people or things?
People and things.
Very good. So a freight train carries goods like coal and oil. So can you find the freight train? This one is a freight train. This one carries goods like coal and oil. Which train is carrying timber? Do you know what timber is?
Yes.
That's right. Timber is another word for wood. And there is a train carrying timber. High-speed trains help people travel very quickly. Which train would you like to drive?
This one.
Ooh, that's a very cool train. Which one would you like to drive? Now high-speed trains were not made at first. At first they made big, giant chugging trains. These ones are newer.
Ow.
The signal lets the train driver know when to stop and go. So here was a problem. There was a train going, and maybe it needed to cross a road where cars would cross. Maybe it had a place where people would cross. So the train needed to know when it was safe, and the cars or people needed to know when it was safe. And so they made what we call the train signal. And you've probably seen these before, a railroad crossing. Have you seen any of these things? Maybe a smoke box?
Oh, right. So it's going to go through that fog.
That's a lot of steam. So when they first made trains, trains were steam engines, and they ran off of things like coal, and they got really, really smoky, and they had these kind of wheels. These are kind of cool, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw some cool trains.
Oh, we'll take a look at them again more, okay? Commuter trains help people get to work on time. So there was a problem. People weren't getting to work on time. Solution, make commuter trains. Which train is your favorite color?
The blue one.
This one here?
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool train. Look at this pretty purple one over here, huh?
Oh.
So many different trains solving so many different problems. Huh? Very good. Now we're going to read a story about one of our favorite trains.
Choo-choo! My name's Thomas! Choo-choo!
Very good. And maybe this is one of your favorite trains too. Who likes Thomas? A lot of people like Thomas, huh? So we're going to read this book called A Crack in the Track. And this is by Alwardy and Stubbs. And this is a Thomas the Tank Engine book. And Thomas and his passengers have a lot of problems to solve in this book. So A Crack in the Track.
Oh, that must be horrible in the crack again.
Do you think that you can help me read the word Thomas?
Sure.
All right. So the word Thomas is spelled with a TH. Okay, it's kind of a different word, but it still says "ta." Lots of times the TH says "tha." So this one is a little bit of a rule breaker. So don't get confused with other words. So we have a THOMAS. Can you say THOMAS?
Thomas.
So let's sound it out. So the TH in this word is going to make the T sound. Okay. What does the O say?
Oh.
And M says? A says? S says? Good job. So we put it all together. We have T-A-M-S. Thomas, right?
Thomas.
Very good. So when I say THOMAS, you say?
Thomas.
Very, very good. Let's go ahead and start our story, A Crack in the Track. Here's our picture. One morning, Henry the Green Engine would not come out of his shed. He had boiler ache. So Sir Topham Hatt asked THOMAS
Thomas.
to help. Beep, beep. THOMAS
Thomas.
said to the people, I can take you where you want to go. So here's our first problem and solution. The problem is that Henry the Green Engine had boiler ache and would not come out of his shed. What's the solution?
He will not come out of his shed.
The problem is he will not come out of his shed because if he's not feeling well. They're calling it a boiler ache. So what's the solution? Who's going to take the passengers?
Thomas.
Very good. Soon the clouds gathered. The sky grew dark. Thunder rumbled. Plop, plop, clunk. Hail began to fall. It fell on THOMAS.
Thomas.
It fell on the tracks. Ooh, have you ever seen hail before?
No, but that is scary.
Looks like it would hurt too. Suddenly, THOMAS's Thomas's driver saw trouble ahead. Slow down, said the driver. The hail had made a crack right there in THOMAS.
Thomas.
Came to a stop. His driver called out, we cannot go forward and we must not go back. Do they have a problem?
Yeah.
What's their problem?
There's a crack in the track.
That's right. Right here, you can see it in the picture. And first of all, the solution is, do they go forward?
No.
Do they go back?
No.
So that's the first part of the solution. The first part of the solution is to stop, right?
Yeah.
But is that going to solve the problem?
No.
Now they're stuck. This is a problem.
Yeah.
Everyone off, the conductor said. Now what shall we do? Said the people. Now all the people have a problem. They are not going to be on a train. They're going to not be at the place they were trying to get to. And how are they going to move? How are they going to keep going?
Oh. Birdie.
You already know, huh?
Yeah. That's the bus.
They climbed down from the coaches and climbed up to the road. Birdie, the bus, was just passing by. Birdie beeped his horn merrily. A bus is as good as a train, he said. I can take you where you want to go. There's all the people trying to find a way to where they want to go. How does that make Thomas feel, though?
Sad.
Yeah, he's sad. He wishes that he could have solved the problem for them, but he can't. Not now. All the people climbed on board Bertie. Bertie scooted down the road. A bus is as good as a train, the people said. Suddenly, Bertie's driver saw trouble ahead. Slow down, the driver said. Uh-oh, is this another problem?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a toad in the road.
Oh, there he is. There in the road was a bright green toad. Bertie came to a stop. His driver called out, "There's a toad in the road. We will have to unload." Oh my. So the problem is what?
Toad in the road.
And what did the driver think would be the solution?
To stop.
And everyone get out of the bus. Everyone off, said Bertie's driver. That toad in the road caused a fuss on the bus. What will happen to us? The people said. Is there a problem?
Yeah.
Same problem as before. The people aren't on a vehicle, they're not on a train, they're not on a bus, and they're not going to where they need to get. And they're stuck in the middle of, it looks like, the wilderness. There's some mountains and trees. There's no city. Oh my, let's see what happens next. Then they walked down the road to another train station, but the trains were not running. Why not? Asked the people. They soon found out. Why do you think there are no trains running right now?
Because they're in the sheds.
Thomas
Thomas
was still stuck at the crack in the track. Percy was stuck there at Thomas's. Thomas's back. So there's Thomas, and here's Percy stuck behind him. So it's kind of like a train traffic jam. No one can go anywhere, right?
Yeah.
So what's the problem?
The crack in the track.
They sure need to find a solution to that problem, huh?
Yeah.
Gordon was stuck behind Thomas.
Thomas.
And Percy. James, with 2 freight cars, was in quite a hurry. The freight cars were needed in the yard, but James could not get past Gordon and Percy and Thomas.
Thomas.
The foolish freight cars refused to back up. No, they said. We will not go, they said. Oh my, now are the freight cars making the problem better or worse?
Yeah.
That's right, they're pushing and shoving and they won't go back. So no trains could move up and no trains could move back. They were stuck where they were at that crack in the track. But there's some people here. Hopefully these people are here to do what?
Fix the crack in the track.
Solve the problem.
Solve the problem.
Very good. I guess there are some things that a train cannot do, said Thomas's. Thomas's driver. We need help, said Thomas.
Thomas.
And I know just who to call. Thomas's.
Thomas.
Thomas's driver called Sir Topham Hatt and told him Thomas's plan. An excellent plan, said Sir Topham Hatt. Please thank Thomas.
Thomas.
He added. In no time at all, Harold the helicopter zoomed across the sky. It landed near the people. They all climbed aboard. A helicopter is as good as a train, said Harold. I can take you where you want to go. So the problem of the people not being able to get to where they need to go is being solved by
A helicopter!
A helicopter, isn't that so cool?
Oh, that's him zooming in the sky.
That's right. How fun is that?
I need to fix the track with the thing.
Let's find out. The breakdown crew came to replace the broken track. By the time they arrived, rain was falling hard. The crew came with cranes. They sang while they worked. A crane is as good as a bus or a train. We'll fix up your track and we don't mind the rain. Oh, look at that. These people are helping with the problem. They are giving them a solution.
Yeah.
Finally, Thomas.
Thomas
Could move. So could Percy and Gordon. James, his freight cars, were as close behind.
I got this something. That was the turntable.
Very good.
That's
That is
to go on.
excellent. Very good.
Turntable.
They turned on the turntable and went back to work. So, did they solve the problem?
Yeah.
How did they solve the problem?
By putting in the track.
By putting it in your track. Very good. The people saw
Thomas
waiting to take them home. Are you sure you can take us where we want to go? They asked. I thought there was nothing a train could not do, said Thomas.
Thomas.
But now I know that just isn't true. I learned a big lesson from one little crack. A train is only as good as its track. Well, that was a nice story about problems and finding solutions for the people, for the train, for everyone, huh?
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us for Mommy Academy. We're going to get Tankie his vitamin really quick. Why do we need to take vitamins? That's right. And what are in these vitamins? And how do they taste?
Good.
Can I have one?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to have one too. They're so good. And if you're looking for a children's multivitamin that is absolutely delicious, that you don't have to beg your kids to eat, that has incredibly clean ingredients, and is going to support our kids' health and development, message me. I'd love to share with you about why we choose this brand and help you open your wholesale account. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.